Part 40 of Folk Trees Could Talk. As Mother's Day has just passed and Father's Day is coming next month, the characters of Henry and Helen in If Folk Trees Could Talk remind me of my own parents who have now both passed and went on to be with the Lord, but will forever live larger than life in my heart. In writing this book, I wanted to honor my parents who not only gave me life, but taught me about how to live life. Once again, thank you for reading along with me or tuning in to my video blogs if Folk Trees Could Talk. I really hope that you've enjoyed this book, as it is very dear to my heart. We will finish Chapter 18, The Detectives. Soon the boys were finished eating and helped clear the table. They went outside to play as Robert and Amelia cleaned up the kitchen. Amelia told Robert of the day's horrible events. He now understood why his wife was so upset. He became angrier as Amelia told him what Mr. Hodges had done and attempted to do with her parents. "He is pure evil, Robert," Amelia stated as chills ran through her. "I fear for my parents, but they insisted on staying there. My daddy is going to play detective, which is even more terrifying to me. Mr. Hodges is not playing here. He is out to save his reputation in the facade of Glenview, no matter what or who he hurts in the process. I felt like I was in a nightmare today and just needed to wake up. This is like a horror movie, but it's not a fake movie. It is very real and right here in Mason Creek." Robert could see that Amelia was very scared. He pulled her into his loving arms and just held her. He assured her that he would not let anything happen to her or her parents. "We will get them home," Robert promised. "I will go get them now if you want me to," he declared. "No, Robert, Mr. Henderson has to have a little time. He is going to the state attorney in the morning. In the meantime, I need to go and meet with Nurse Applegate to see if she can tell me more about what is going on. She seems to be legit. I can only hope that she is." "I'll go with you. We can drop the boys at my sister's," Robert suggested. "I don't think that is the best thing. Nurse Applegate is probably as afraid and untrusting as I am. She may just close up and not share anything if you come. I believe I need to go alone, don't you?" "Maybe you're right, but I don't like it. I just want you to be extra careful. If you suspect anything, I want you to promise me you will call me immediately to let me know. I will come to you, okay?" Robert ordered. "I promise, Robert. I love you with my whole heart," Amelia said as she leaned into Robert to kiss him tenderly. "I love you, Mrs. Steele," Robert replied and gently kissed Amelia on her nose. They laughed and went outside to be with the boys. Soon Amelia kissed the boys and Robert as she sped out of the driveway. She wanted to run by Glenview and check on her parents one more time. As she arrived in the parking lot, she glanced up to Mr. Hodges' office. She could see lights on him, so she assumed that he was probably still at Glenview. She became nervous as she once again thought of her parents being harmed by him. Amelia practically ran to get inside the building. Once inside, the nurse at the station was on the telephone, so Amelia smiled and went on toward her parents' room. She gently tapped the closed door. However, there was no answer. Amelia, almost in a panic, immediately pushed the door open to find both her parents snuggled up tightly. They were sound asleep. She watched them a while. Her parents seemed so peaceful. Amelia thought to wake them, but instead she smiled tenderly and backed out of the room. When she backed out of the room, she headed down the hall when Nurse Applegate came around the corner. "Well, hello again," Nurse Applegate said with a friendly smile. "Hello, I was just checking on them. They were sound asleep. Couldn't bring myself to wake them to let them know that I came by to check on them. They just look so sweet and peaceful," Amelia stated. "Yes, I know. They seem to be exhausted as I checked on them a short while ago. They were resting. They are so sweet. I noticed that they were all snuggled up together. Nurse Applegate, you will never find another couple so in love as my parents are with each other. They act like teenagers. They can't keep their hands off of one another," Amelia said with a chuckle. "I'm glad that they are together. If they weren't, I would move in here myself, whether Mr. Hodges liked it or not," Amelia stated rather defiantly. "Don't worry, Mrs. Steele. I will take good care of them. I promise," Nurse Applegate said, as she too seemed a little defiant. "Thank you so much. I feel a little better knowing that they have someone as caring as you," Amelia replied, as she found herself really liking Nurse Applegate. She then whispered, "How soon will you get out of here? I have a few errands, but will be at the place we talked about. My shift ends around 9 o'clock. I will meet you as soon as I can get there." "That sounds wonderful. Again, I want to thank you for taking good care of those two lovebirds in there. They are two amazing people. I would love for you to get to know them better. Maybe after all this mess is over you can." "I would love that," Nurse Applegate agreed. "So get out of here and run your errands. They are fine." Amelia smiled as she came around the corner, and immediately her smile left as Mr. Hodges was at the nurse's desk. At first Amelia was going to wait to see if he laughed, but then she thought to herself that she wanted him to see her. She wanted him to see that she was on her guard. He would not be able to do anything without going through her first. As she walked down the hallway to the nurse's station, she never stopped. As she kept on walking, both hers and Mr. Hodges' eyes met. The glares from both of them were cold. Soon Mr. Hodges developed an evil glint as he grinned a devilish grin while Amelia walked by him. She never slowed up and acknowledged his presence. She continued walking out of the sliding glass doors, down the sidewalk to the parking lot. She could barely put her key in the door because her hands were trembling so badly. However, once inside her car, she took deep, cleansing breaths and calmed herself down. Thank you once again for tuning in or reading along with me. It is my hope that you've been enjoying my romance suspense novel, If Oak Trees Could Talk, for it has been my pleasure to share it with you. As always, I would love to hear from you. I want to thank all of you that have begun following my WordPress blogs. Please continue to tune in as we are moving right along through the book. If you are interested in obtaining your own copy of If Oak Trees Could Talk or any of my other books, please visit my Amazon author page here. Also, if you are new to my video blogs and would like to catch up on the story from the beginning, please check out the archives of this blog or simply subscribe to my YouTube videos, as they are numbered and in order. I am also a weekly contributor to the Lakeview Times. All of my videos are published each week at www.lakeviewtimes.com.